up, gamers? I'm Jason, and today on Dice and Dragons, I'm going to be unboxing this prototype copy of Earth Rising. This is published by Stop, Drop, and Roll and designed by Laurie Blake. Now, this is a game all about climate change, and you have 20 years to save the Earth before disaster hits. Now, this game will be coming to Kickstarter on April 26th, and as this is a prototype copy of the game, we are going to be seeing some work in progress elements and things that will not be there in the final Kickstarter. Now, this game is intended to be played in 90 to 120 minutes and is for 1 to 6 players. So, with that being said, we talked a little bit about what we'll be doing in the game. I can't elaborate a little bit more. The rulebook is still a work in progress and I haven't had a chance to get through it yet. But in any case, let's take a look at what's inside. Now I'm going to take a look at what's in the box for Earth Rising. As I mentioned in the intro, and as you can clearly see here, this is a prototype. Now, one thing to note is in this prototype box, it does not include the rules as they're still undergoing some revisions at this point in time. I've taken a quick peek already at some of the components. Just wanted to make sure that it was a little easier to show you. And for example, as you can see the board here, it is going to be round. There'll be some other changes to some cards and other aspects of the game as well. So let's start with the different player cards. This is a 6-player game. You've got different roles like the climatologist, innovator, the eco-investor, grassroots politician, the activist, and the ecologist. Now, each of them has their own special ability that you can do during the turn, and it's all about promoting sustainable practices as we're trying to heal the earth and make sure that, hey, we still have a planet that we can live on in 20 years. Now, I'll take a quick look at the meeples, and you got a whole bunch of them. I do really like the look of these meeples. I like how they look more like people than the traditional triangular meeples. Never been a fan of that look, but they are classic. So we'll take these out. Now here we've got some more cards. Let's take a look and see what they are. So these cards are just all the different years because you have 20 years in order to change the world. So starting with 2021, going all the way to 2041. Now here we've got a box of cards. Here we've got status quo, strikes, fossil fuel lobbying. We've got monopolistic takeovers, austerity cutbacks, traditionalist resurgence, lots of stuff. So we got commuter expectations, remote worker management. So these are all different cards related to different aspects of the game. So Metropolis is zero carbon communities, planned obsolescence, circular production. So you notice that all of them, they are good and bad. And these are all going to come into play as you play the game. And a lot of this is placeholder art or images that were taken for the prototype so that we have a nice working copy of the game. All of this is going to be original when it hits Kickstarter. And I'm doing this unboxing a few weeks before that. So just keep that in mind. We'll put the cards back in their box and we'll place that over here. Next, we've got the game board and we'll take a quick look at that. So as I did mention, this is going to be a circular board later on. So we're just going to slide it up. You can see you've got some spaces on the board for the different decks of cards. You've got the ecological ceiling. You've got the different sectors, politics, energy. And you side it up, I'll just hold on the side. You got culture, industry, and then all the way at the bottom, you've got agriculture and infrastructure. So it's a pretty big board that you actually get in the box. I do like that, and I'm looking forward to seeing what the final version looks like. I'm just putting that on top of the box, and then we'll take a look at the last aspect. I just wanted to get that open so it's easier for the unboxing. The different tokens that we're going to be using in the game. So we'll take a look at what we have. So there's all these different social influence tokens for the different sectors of the board. Here we've got the character ability tokens, different characters with different abilities, rising temperature tokens, ecological strain tokens when things aren't going well. Then we have these other aspects of the board, which I'm sure are explained in the rulebook that I just haven't had a chance to go through yet. Looks like they're going to be placed and it'll let us support the different sustainable practices and things like that. There's also the other side that I remember when I was looking at it. So you can see like chemical pollution, water withdrawal. So we're going to try to flip these over into sustainable practices. And there you have it. These are the components for Earth Rising. Looks pretty cool. Very eager to dive into the rule book, as this will be the game that Julie and I will be playing this week for our review that will be coming out not this coming Thursday, but the following Thursday. So there you have it. That was Earth Rising, the prototype. Now keep it right here, as I'll be coming back at you with a quick outro. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. If you like what you saw, don't forget to hit that like button, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that YouTube will let you know when our next video is released. Also, down below in the video description, you will find links to all of our social media feeds, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. So if you'd like to see pictures of Julie and I playing Earth Rising, they'll be up on those feeds once we get this to the table in the next couple of days. Also, down in the video description, you'll find a link to multizone.ca. That is our Dice & Dragons discount code. It'll get you 10% off your next purchase, and it's a great way to support the channel because a portion of that purchase is returned to us. Also popping up in front of me are going to be links to some of our previously released videos. Over here will be the review and how to play of Earth Rising once we get that done in the next week. And then over here will be our most recent release. With that being said, don't forget, keep playing games.